We like a nicer, darker atmosphere. The older I get, the darker I want it. And no, I'm joking.
I think I went also in this.
You tried them all?
Yeah, I think I tried them all.
Do you have a 5-star rate for the cabins also?
You will.
And the other one sit on the side, so you can also have conversations.
This is cute.
Yeah. How do you find this one?
This is for the bottom couples.
Yes.
I really appreciate that.
How are you doing, darling?
Yeah.
Amsterdam has exactly one gay sauna, just one. After Warmoestraat, Kerkstraat and everything in between, it's finally time to show you why this single sauna still holds its own against entire scenes in other cities. I've actually been here before. Sauna Nieuwezijds was one of the first venues I ever filmed outside Germany. And now I am back to show it you properly as part of the full cruising guide series. This time with everything you need to know before you visit. Let's go inside.
Hey guys, today I'm back at a very interesting place. I have been before, I think, was it 2 years ago? I don't know, but like at the beginning of Inside Rob. I'm here in Amsterdam with Lorenzo, and you already know Lorenzo because we did a video before together here in this sauna.
Viral, no?
It was like really good. And the name of this sauna is Enzi. This is the only version I can pronounce. But how would you call it here in the Netherlands?
We say Sauna Nieuwezijds because it's also the name of the street. The street where it actually is located. Nieuwezijds Armsteeg.
Nieuwezijds.
But it's easier to say NZ in Dutch or NZ. That's what it means, yeah.
I will just But of course we will show you the whole place today.
I prepared for you 2 towels. Normally we give one at the entrance, but it's for you to choose the color. You want it green or you want it blue.
Nice.
And then the slippers and of course the key for the locker that you need to storage your stuff inside.
Okay, so is everything included in the entrance?
No, the entrance is included only the towel and of course the locker. The slippers are, you have to pay for it. You have to
Okay, how much is it?
Entrance is 28 euros. We were at 26 until not so long ago, and we thought now it's time to go a little bit up. Concurrence is, everybody's up, more up than that. And the slippers are €5.50, and you can keep them. They're also nice quality. They're not ugly things, so you can have them.
And there's something more included then.
There is a drink, a free drink inside. I always forget because something
yeah,
like
I mean,
it's automatic.
This is essential because
it is essential, yes,
yeah.
It is a drink. It is, of course, not if you take a double drink like a gin and tonic. The gin, which is the most expensive, is for free, the tonic not, but for the rest, all the rest is all for free. Just one drink is free included in the price.
And you have not only drinks, you also have...
Yes, we also have a kitchen, and we have 2 different kind of menus. We have let's say a faster menu, which is during the whole day, and at 3 o'clock when our cook is coming, then we have also the second part of the menu, which is more...
There's an actual cook.
There is a cook, yes, only from 3 until 10, and it's of course it's not a very it's not very difficult kitchen, but we have very nice stuff, a lot of vegan choices also, and I must say the truth, it's really good quality. I mean, I don't say it because I'm the manager, it's really, I say it because I like it. It's really nice, yes.
Stop, quick pause before we keep going. If you are enjoying this, it would mean a lot to me if you hit subscribe. For me, it's honestly the biggest support you can give me, and for you, it's completely for free. You know, I do all this work, all these trips for you to have this special gay content. And it's very easy. Just tap subscribe, and I also give you some moments to do it. Activate the bell, of course, also. And if you even want to support me more, just leave a comment. That pushes the algorithm. Thank you very much. Let's go on now.
I'm always tempted to try, but you know, when I'm in a sauna, I don't want to eat.
You don't eat, no.
You know that,
no,
right?
I understand, yeah.
Cool, and this is the lounge area, which is actually, we have to say, it is cleaning light. In the working hours,
it's a bit more bright than normal. We like a nicer, darker atmosphere. The older I get, the darker I want it. And no, I'm joking.
More difficult to see, you know, in the darkness.
Of course, it's true. No, but I'm joking about this. We always kept it quite low because it gives a nice atmosphere to this place. Now there is some elements which will be changed soon. We will change the curtains, which are there already from the beginning. We will change it in gold. We change the wallpaper. We keep changing things to make it attractive.
We decided to keep it bright because I said to you, it's so totally clean and you can show it like in the bright light situations.
It's true. And it's not clean now yet. They didn't clean yet, so it has to be clean.
Oh we are seeing like the cleaners are working.
They're cleaning now. But
sorry for disturbing you. There is one thing I really want to say to you, Lorenzo, and this is thank you, because I remember when I reached out to you, like, I'm really emotional about it because I reached out to you the first time. I sent you like a message and you replied, yeah, we can do that. That's great. When I came here, I remember I said to you, oh, yeah, hi. And I was a little bit shy because one of my first videos. And then you said, yeah, I already know your videos. And I was like, because at the beginning it was very difficult for me to reach out to these places because so many places were like not answering to me or saying, no, we don't do that. And you were like, oh, I like your content and that's cool to do it. And I mean, that was also with the other two venues I visited here. And I mean, today it's different. Like most of the saunas say, so I really appreciate that you were so open about it. And
but I appreciate that you do this. Visibility in this kind of places is very important. Everybody thinks that they are dirty places. They are not. They're actually pretty hip, and it's coming back, especially in saunas. I think that the public is growing again, also the young public.
So thank you very much for that.
Thank you, dear.
And when I came back to Amsterdam, it felt like good to come back here, and also the stuff. It was just, and not only for me. I thought like the interaction between the staff and the customers here always respectful and
still
cool
working good. Okay, good to know because
But now we had enough like honey around. Let's see the place. There is the locker area.
Yes,
maybe we can go there. I always ask how many people you can get.
We
here.
have 250 lockers. Of course, it's pretty much if it's getting very busy because when it's busy here, it's busy on a row. So Saturday, Sunday, we can have lines on the door, and so it's one out, one in. So we try to keep it 200. 230 is also a good number for us. We only make full capacity for the big events.
Okay, the big events like, for example, WorldPride.
WorldPride coming 3 weeks non-stop, 1 month non-stop.
So when we get undressed, it's like the right.
Here's where you come in. Of course, you look for your number, open the locker, change, put everything inside, and on your locker number. So you don't need to bring money in the sauna. You order at the bar and we put it on your number. And then you pay at the end when you exit.
And paying by card is also not a problem here?
No problem at all, no.
Okay, so we don't need the money, we leave everything here, we just take our stuff we need, but you also offer lube and condom, right?
Yes, they are all over the place, and not here, they are in the lounge, but anyway, at every entrance of the dark room and the cabins you have, these are peppermints.
I just wanted to show because in some places they have like sugar bonbons, stuff like this, and they are very good because they are special, like you can even like
and they are individual packed.
Of course you need this like that.
I'm joking. No, but this we have, and also lube and condom everywhere in the lounge, at the entrance of every cabin.
We will see because we will explore the cabins too.
Today's video sponsor is Sniffies, the only app that honestly makes content like this possible in the first place. It's a map-based dating and cruising app, real people, real time, so you always know who's around and what's happening before you even walk anywhere. I tried to use it in every single city I filmed in, and here in Amsterdam it's basically been my second tour guide. This video is community content sponsored by Sniffies, link in the description. And make sure you're subscribed because the full Amsterdam Gay Cruising Guide is coming. Every venue, every bar, and Europe's only officially recognized outdoor cruising area, all in one video. You don't want to miss it.
So and now it's darker because we switched off the light because we want to explore the darkroom now, and we have the additional lights so that we also can see everything.
Yes.
Here is some place where you can make yourself beautiful again.
You can shave your beard or
you have a charger. That's also good.
These are little chargers you can take with you.
Oh, you can take with you. Okay,
yes, they are paid directly to the organization that does it. We had a lot of problems with charging the whole time, so we thought let's do this. It's easier.
That's very easy. And here we are in the darkness, and as always, no pictures, no videos allowed, so you keep your phone in the locker. That's the best way, right?
And you can use it in the lounge, and for sure people brings it around, but we would prefer not to
Of course, yeah, privacy.
Nowadays it's almost impossible to control it, but
Yeah,
we
that's
prefer
true.
not to. So we have some cabins here.
I know this cabin.
This is the one with the mirror.
Yeah, I know very well.
Yeah, it's a very popular cabin, of course, of the mirror.
Yes.
It also makes the cabins bigger, so we were thinking to actually add more mirrors. But we went through some major works last year because we had to change some all the floors of the cabins again, and so we did some major things, the sound system and everything. So this will come still.
What we also see is here like that we have the tissues.
Yes.
There are condoms up there, and
Yeah.
there is lube,
And there is
the
lube,
trash
yeah.
can, and disinfection.
And disinfection, yes.
Yeah, very good.
Yes. Also on the sides, you also have them. Yeah, you see also some cleaning stuff for the cleaners, of course.
Yeah, of
There
course.
is garbage bins everywhere. There is more cabins here.
This is such a big cabin. To be honest, when I saw this, I thought, oh, is it a mirror? Is it a mirror?
No,
but it's not.
Also, this one is pretty big.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. They have double mattresses also, and one more here.
Yes.
You cannot lock them. That's the thing. I mean, you can of course close them with your towel on the other side.
Oh, with the
but-
shoes.
Yeah,
Yesterday
that's
there
what-
was a guy who was very smart.
Some people do that. You know, security is very important. I mean, now it's much better, but at the beginning we had a lot of problems with overdoses and drugs, and it's better that this is easy to find. But now we don't have these problems anymore, luckily. The scene is getting better.
Good. Oh, I know this.
This is the video room.
Usually you see there's a big TV and
big
there
TV.
is some love movies playing, right?
Yes, we change also the videos very often so that we don't do the loop too much.
That's really cool.
Yeah, it's a small little cinema, let's say. Another cabin here.
This is also cool. Yeah, I like it. I think I went also in this. I think
You tried them all?
Yeah, I
Yes.
think I tried them all.
Do you have a 5-star rate for the cabins also?
You will.
And this is a smaller one. At a certain point we thought we need more cabins because we didn't have enough, and so we tried to change everything again. So we needed some smaller ones also
Of course, yeah.
to create more space.
You can sit here and watch who's coming
and wait
in,
who is coming in. Here's the dark room.
which is actually not that dark, but
I can switch off the light if you want. and
would
we-
be. That's such a good stuff here. I really, really like the people working here.
So
Now we are back here.
Back here at the entrance you have condoms, lube and tissues and a big garbage bin, and also we have everywhere places where we can put the glasses. Please put the glasses here, don't throw them away when you come.
Or do people do?
Too much, yeah. We go through the glasses a lot, so it's we try to put them here, to put them around, but people bumped in it. So
Because it's plastic and I think it is like, okay.
It's recyclable. I mean, it's good plastic.
And it needs to be like,
It
of
will
course.
be recycled, let's say. And then we go to the dark room.
Ooh, follow me in the darkness.
Yes.
And aircon is working very well. We need to say that because nowadays it's so hot in
It's
Europe.
very hot, yes.
Yeah. I mean, actually, it's not that hot as in Paris, I heard, or in Berlin. But you guys here in Amsterdam, you are suffering at 27
I
degrees.
don't know the fast, but I mean, I was a bit like, it's not so hot. In Italy, it's warmer. But I mean, this week it will become hotter.
Yeah,
so
but I heard the last days, like the locals were like, it is so
I know.
hot.
But this is a Dutch thing, eh?
Yeah.
First, we are complaining about the winter the whole year. And then when the summer comes, you complain about the summer. But okay.
Definitely. Wow, that's a really big mattress
This
here.
is a big mattress here, and there is a little seat there. Of course, now you don't see it so much with this light, but we have red lights everywhere under, so that you can see at least the feet of the people in the dark room.
When I put it away,
they're not on now.
Yeah, no. But
They're
when
very
I-
low, yeah.
But it is very dark
Yeah.
here. This is like this, right?
Yeah, and you can see the feet if you
Yeah.
want, but it has to be a little bit mysterious here, no? I mean,
I remember it was really dark, but like lots of people went in here, so that was
true. It
really
works,
cool.
yes. This is the other entrance from the other side if you come from the wet area, and you have two slings here, which are made, of course, with no chains, so that you don't disturb the neighbors with swinging.
Yes, very good.
So the swinging is silent, and then if you are singing on it is another story. But
It's also a good idea because like sometimes when they are from metal, they have this smell.
the smell also stays on the hand, yes.
Yeah.
That's a little bit the thing. Here you don't have it.
I like it. There are also guys who like these ropes.
Yes, of course, it's a little bit the idea behind.
Cool. And this is also a couple sling here.
Yes, one is actually on this side, and the other one sits on this side, so you can also have
so you-
conversations.
This is cute.
Yeah. How do you find
I
this
love
one?
it. This is for the bottom couples. Yes. I really appreciate that.
How are you
That's
doing,
really
darling?
Lorenzo, just tell me, like, what are the opening hours?
Monday to Thursday we're open from 12 until 2 o'clock in the night. And then on Friday we open at 12 again, and we go on until 10 of the Saturday morning. We close 2 hours to clean up, and then at 12 we open again until 10 of the Sunday morning. Then we close, and then at 12 we open again until 2 o'clock, like the normal weekdays. On
Okay.
Sunday.
And what about like the entry price? How long can I stay here?
We don't have a time limit yet. We know that all the saunas in Europe and in the world, they have that, of not all of them, but the most. We are maybe thinking to do something like this maybe for Gay Pride on the image of the boiler in Berlin, that also they do this, especially for events. We didn't sort it out yet if we want to do that. Our system is very difficult with that, with the keys and everything, to do that. So automatically here it happens that the change is very big. Also on a Gay Pride where we have a lot of people, people don't stay for,
Forever.
forever.
Yeah, of course.
At the beginning we had this problem, we were opening 24 hours before, when the overdoses happened and too many things happened that were not pleasant. So that's why we close at 10 now. People then don't stay for so long, let's say. They don't stay for 3 days anymore.
I saw on Google the average time to stay is 3 hours something.
Yes, I think so. And also before the nights were very popular, now I noticed that somehow people like to come here to also eat. So the evenings with food and until 10 o'clock is the most is the busiest, especially on Saturdays. It's madness how it changed from the night until the evening now.
Speaking about the opening times, yesterday was a Monday, which is usually I would not recommend because like after the weekend people are maybe lazy and stuff like this, but there were still a few people and also people coming like very late, shortly before you close, like for the quick stuff. There was surprisingly, I mean, I think like really around midnight, a few new guys came here.
We have also cheaper price in the tower.
Okay, that is of course, that makes sense.
From 12 o'clock,
I wanted to show you these cabins too.
The standing cabins
bench
for people that have problems sitting,
Yeah, but the one person can also go on the back here.
Yes, of course,
Because because I
you tried this one too?
I tried this too.
Waiting from 1 to 5.
But it was quite nice, yeah.
Okay, nice.
And here the same, and
The
I
same,
remember this is closable.
Yeah, this one you can really close it.
Because I remember I went here with a guy who really went straight here with me because he knew that
you can close. Yeah, everybody that knows the place has his favorite spots. Yes. Here there is still the slings like before. There is 2 entrances to it. Cabin, and the sauna, our famous shower.
Oh, it's already
kickaboo.
on. Nice. And it's actually really, really hot sauna.
Yes, it is 80 degrees.
80 degrees.
80 degrees, yes. Also here we new, it's everything new. The seats are new, the heater is new. Yeah, at a certain point you have to keep maintaining to have things. And also we are doing a lot of Aufguss, the ceremony with the essential oils.
Oh, very nice.
And the more you do that, you also have the right heater for, otherwise it gets damaged very easy, the elements break. We are having it on Monday, on Wednesday, on Thursday, and also on Saturday sometimes when there is the bear group. We also have the ceremonies and the chocolate session. This is a little water thing to drink when you when you're thirsty. We would like to have the ice machine like in Berlin, but we don't have that. So.
Yeah, but
and we don't want to be the copy, no? Of course.
That's kind of cute, to be honest. I like it too, but of course, that's
your space there.
A good thing. So, and about the chocolate, I will tell you later my experience because that was really cool.
Then we have some more cabins. The first 2 cabins, when you come from the lounge, you have another one here. Of course, it's busy. Sorry,
is someone inside? Oh.
Someone inside?
Okay.
Oh no, there is nobody.
Nobody.
Okay, well, because they're still cleaning. Sorry.
Yes. This is one thing I really need to say, and we see there's also some cleaning stuff.
Yeah.
This is something I really need to say. Sorry, guys, for bothering you. You do a very, very good job, especially also in this place. Yesterday was like I felt really safe and really at a clean place. Always sorry for bothering you. When I go to the bath houses, it's always like that. We disturb the cleaning process a little bit because they will open very, very soon, so they cannot wait for Rob to make a video and so thank you very much for that.
And we get to the showers,
and this is an area I really like.
You know that from the dry sauna you can look on, so you have also all the time entertainment if you sit in the sauna.
The first time I went here, like 2 years before, I took my shower and I didn't see it, and then I turned my and they were like, that was a lot of fun.
It's a hunting ground, no, in a way that you can choose the prey and then you go to the steaming room probably.
Definitely. There's also a cold shower.
This is a cold shower, both of them. We have then 3 toilets with our famous Duschen team. Yes, you have a thermostat, the water. You can attach the tube here, regulate the water and the temperature, and you brush your teeth.
I see. And you can buy the hose here, right?
You can buy the hose here for €3, yes.
I think I saw some which was attached yesterday. Maybe someone just
Left
left
it,
it,
yeah,
and it
yeah,
was like looked very uncomplicated.
It's a piece of tube, very small, so it's not such a big stress, let's say, and it works. 3 toilets with this and 2 without. So 1, 2, 3 with the system, and these ones are the normal one.
But 3 is a lot for
it's needed, I guess. They're very busy.
Definitely.
Yeah. Now I hope that they didn't put on the steaming. We go to the steaming room. Oh yeah, they did already.
Yeah.
Shall I switch it off?
Yes.
Yeah, I do it. Wait.
Should I
tell them? Wait.
Does it help when I do like this?
Keep it open a bit.
This is a steam room. I really like it. I mean, I'm not the biggest steam room goer, maybe. My boyfriend, he's always, when we go in a gay sauna,
He likes that.
he's always like, where's Ringo? Where's Ringo?
Yeah.
Steam room, of course.
Yeah.
For all the time. But yesterday I was here for the Mellow Monday, and you told about this chocolate session, and that was such a great experience.
I'm happy you liked it.
I love it, and I told everybody. I met a guy here from London, and he was like, "Oh, I heard also about it, but I didn't try. Should I try?" And I said, "Definitely." You had a big bowl of the chocolate.
Yeah.
Even the smell, I could eat it.
It's pure cacao with cacao butter, so it's very natural. You can eat it.
I tried.
I can imagine.
and I'm a sweet tooth, so I put like the chocolate all over my whole body.
Yes.
And it felt so nice and so creamy.
Yeah.
Had the feeling I'm discovering a new kind of fetish.
The chocolate fetish.
And it was also very spicy inside here. Like people used it. Like there came a guy and he's like, "Yeah, can I put some on you?"
Yeah.
And but you could say yes or no. How?
Of course,
how
it's very consensual. Everything, I hope.
Yeah, it was definitely
Okay, good.
very
Lucky,
respectful,
yes.
and it was really like wellness. But you still could have a lot of fun.
Well, it's this thing about the chocolate. It's very healthy. Actually, it's very healthy for your
Yeah.
skin. Your skin become very soft after. So it's these kind of things. We started with scrubs and salt, but salt hurts if you massage each other.
Yeah.
Because it's a massage therapy. So it's that's what it is.
Yeah.
And so at a certain point, this thing of the chocolate came out, and since then it has been a success, and it's amazing how people
That's a
waiting
great
for it.
idea.
There is first the Aufguss, then the chocolate, and then the Aufguss again.
Okay.
So it's a normal standard ritual we have on Monday, Wednesday with the queer evening, Thursday with the Night is Young, and sometime once a month, the first Saturday of the month when we have the bear group, then we also do it.
Okay.
It's pretty big, as you see.
Definitely.
It is a whole round. We can go around maybe. This is the bigger room actually, if you compare it with the dark room or with the dry sauna.
That's
Here there is a
true.
little dark corner for the shy ones.
Oh yes, nice. You have also like a shower here.
It's hot. It is a hot shower.
And here you can see that there are like more
different
steps.
levels.
Yeah.
Also in the middle of the room, they put the bowl of chocolate here in the middle. No, normally, that's what they do.
Yes.
Yeah.
And some guys were like sitting there.
Yeah.
And there's also a window.
That you can look.
Look outside what's going on, and maybe like a little bit inside, because there's the jacuzzi. We will see it very soon.
And you can look who is passing, and
Lorenzo, you told me about like a few events. You have like this queer event. You have, but people can find the schedule on the website.
You can find the schedule on the website. There is events every day. The event that we have new since 1 year now, well, it's not so new anymore, it's the tea dance. We had this idea of going back a little bit to the times of, the 70s, 80s for New York, but the 50s and 40s before, when the gays and the lesbians were not allowed to meet yet. So there were tea dance on Sundays afternoon because you wouldn't have lights and the music would be a bit louder and the police wouldn't come to arrest you. That's where it comes from. And at a certain point in Amsterdam there was a very famous tea dance, and then it stopped. So we thought let's keep it back. So the whole lounge transforms into a disco. There is disco balls everywhere, there is a DJ.
Nice.
And the public changed suddenly. And we even went to a festival, Super Flirt, last year, where we put it 4 jacuzzis and DJs to promote the tea dance also on festivals, so to bring the sauna outside of the festival. So we are trying to generate new public in this way and show that this place is not a dirty place. It's really a drama every time because these little things are really a nightmare to keep working. The smaller they are, the more work it is. So every time that this breaks or something happens, it's a drama.
I can imagine.
People come for this, really.
Yeah, I can imagine. It's the perfect size because you can sit here and then someone can come next to you.
Yeah, true.
And you can like maybe just cuddle a little bit.
Yeah.
And then someone can sit opposite of you.
Yeah, true.
And
yeah.
can massage your feet.
Your feet, yeah.
That actually happened to me.
Really
and
massage your feet, yeah.
That was, and this guy did it, and I sat there, and the other guy was, let's say, cuddling with me, and I couldn't decide because the foot massage was so good. And I was like, and I think both of them didn't know what has happening because it was under the surface on this. Yeah, and of course there's a bubble here,
bubbles,
and for hygienic reason, it's always in the jacuzzi. No activities going on here.
So no touchy.
Yeah, cool. So now we are back here.
We're back in the lounge.
This is the light for
the normal
working
lighting.
out.
Yes,
so now I put the light away and we see it again.
Yeah.
It looks very, very good. You have some nice pictures also here, beautiful people. Yeah. And this is a room where you offer massage, right?
This is the massage room. I hope it's open.
Cool.
Yes, it's open.
So and people can make an appointment.
Yes,
get a massage,
the masseurs, they are coming at 2:00. During the week we have mainly Richard and Jorge, and in the weekend we have Harold.
How much is the massage?
You know that? I have to look at that. Sorry, this I have to.
Okay, yeah. Actually, you find the prices also on the website.
On the website, you have
right?
everything. Sorry, but I've been sick for 3 months. That's why that.
No. It's
I forgot now.
But I think I remember the prices were pretty normal for the massage prices. I also had massage here.
Yeah, absolutely. And our masseurs are freelancers, so we don't make any money on this. It's their own thing. Yeah, it's important that there is also this service, I think. So that's why. And this is also where we do the vaccinations for the HPV.
Oh, you have also stuff like this.
And also the GGD is coming to test for STDs also here.
Yeah, this is what we were talking about before. They are not dirty places. They are places of like education. Also, people come together and they talk about their desires and also about how to protect, for example.
You will be surprised to see how much it's very important in these days where everything is digital and contactless become less and less. This is, I think, a place where we still meet in the old-fashioned way. Yeah. Which is not bad.
Yeah. And now we are back here where we started this tour, and I just can say thank you again for having me here. Yeah, I also told you I have very, very good experience here with the staff working here, for example.
Yes, oh, you are.
Also with a nice crowd coming here, very mixed, diverse, every ages, every body types. Lots of visitors. You have lots of visitors from the US, right?
They're all escaping, I guess.
I also had the feeling like this. Tell me, have you been to Enzi Sauna here in Amsterdam, or are you planning to go here? Maybe for WorldPride. It's definitely a recommendation. Yes. I mean, there's so much to discover in the city, but even if you had a lot of action, also outdoor, you can always come back here to rewind and chill.
Yeah, and in the weekend we're open until 10 in the morning, so after also a warm day, it's also nice to come here. The airco works very good here.
Yes, that's true.
We are sauna on the opposite now.
Thank you so much for watching, and guys, and thank you for having me here.
Thank you very much. Thank you again to bring all these places to light. It's very important.
Pleasure for me. See you next time, guys.
Yes.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.